This French soldier's patrol was just targeted by a remote-controlled roadside bomb.
As we went round the corner, he must have had a clear view. He triggered it as we passed.
They're trying to see if the bomb was set off by a wire and to see from where it was triggered.
In the last 4 years, the number of landmines planted by insurgents has tripled. They are responsible for nearly 60% of deaths and injuries among coalition troops. But in Afghanistan, where war is fought in the midst of the civilian population, soldiers are not the only casualties.
This is a 16-year-old boy who was injured by an explosive device. We had to amputate his left leg and part of his right hand.
This is a common incident in this French military hospital in Kabul. The victims are almost always children, and the stories are depressingly similar.
I found this thing in the back of my father's garden. I didn't know what it was. I looked at it and I grabbed it. I tapped it with my hand. But I don't remember what happened after that.
In Afghanistan, the number of civilians falling victim to explosive devices is rising so quickly that it's difficult for these doctors to keep track of the amputations they perform.
We do one amputation a week or every 2 weeks, but in Bagram they've already done 60 or 160 amputations this year. I don't remember the exact number, but it's huge.
This morning, 7-year-old Iftikhar will lose his left arm. By the time his father took him to the hospital, it was too late.
This boy was treated by a traditional healer using local practices. The bandage that the patient received was extremely tight, so tight in fact that his limb had no blood supply. Now it is completely dead. We tried to save it, but it was not possible.
Iftikhar knows that when he wakes up, his arm will be gone. He will join the 10,000 civilians injured in the Afghan war. 9 years into the conflict, the number of casualties among civilians remains 4 times higher than among coalition troops.